Hey, it's Mo. I am really glad you're here today. This was one of those weird situations that I did not plan. It just happened. I was on the Ulta website. What day was it? Monday? Monday. I think it was Monday night. Today is Saturday, by the way. And just tooling through, like, what's new? I always look at the new arrivals because I'm a big nerd. And there was a new, like, collection from Colourpop, which seemed odd because I hadn't heard anything about it. And Colourpop had just released the Blush Crush and Nude Mood collection like 3 days before that. So I was like, okay, that looks pretty. The colors look like my kind of colors. And I had a $50 gift card from Ulta that my dear husband had given me for Christmas. And I'm like, this is perfect. I'm going to buy this whole set and I'm going to try it out. So that is everything I'm wearing today. I don't know the name of the set because it was on Ulta site and gone so quickly. I'm assuming it's for Valentine's Day. Like, that seems to be the theme. And I'm just going to call it the URAQT set because that's the name of the palette. And I haven't seen any reviews of this yet. So I'm just going to do swatches for you. I'm going to tell you what I think is good, what I think is maybe not worth your money, and also what is new and what has been re-promoted or is existing in the Colourpop line, because I know I was really curious about that. For me, this was good because there are several Colourpop products that I've never tried, and I thought this was, for me, a good opportunity to give them a try. So it's just one of those serendipitous things, and hopefully this is helpful because that is always my only purpose here. And in case you haven't watched me before, I only use natural light. Because I try to keep things as accurate and realistic as possible. I'm a real person. I've got lines on my face. I have pores. I'm just a normal human being who happens to love makeup. So I want to keep it as real as I can for you. So let's just start looking at this stuff. So the packaging is all this kind of lavender purple with hearts and flowers. So as I said, it's got to be Valentine's Day, right? All the packaging looks roughly like this, which I think is very pretty. I will start off by saying purples are one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow colors. I tend to prefer a more blue purple to a more red purple. A lot of this is kind of in the lavender, pink, just a touch more red leaning category, but we'll get into a little more of that. So this particular set, called TLC, is the BFF duo of a mascara and the creme gel liner in Charmer. And this is an existing shade, but that didn't work. Did you see that? It just broke. Okay. Which is pretty in keeping with my review of this creme gel liner. How much is in here? No, I'm curious. I'll probably ruin it. Oh, I guess there's more. So there's that. There's a little more than that because it broke off. The tip broke off. And I've used it twice. But it felt kind of crumbly putting it on. And as you just saw, it broke. So not sure I'm overwhelmingly thrilled with that. And that is with a BFF mascara, which came out in the last year, the volumizing mascara, and the colors Plum and Get It. So it looks like that. And it is a plum. I'd say it leans a bit more burgundy, like there's a fair bit of red in that shade. So as I said, the TLC bundle has the BFF mascara and the creme gel liner, and that set is $18. Let's talk lips. I'm not doing these like in the order I'd put them on, but it's kind of the order I have them in here. And that is the XO bundle, same packaging, same look of the packaging, I should say. And that has 3 lip products. So it's got the Lippy Sticks primer, the Lippy Sticks lip color in Aftershock, and then one of the lippy liners in Shot Clock. And so let's just look at those. So this is Shot Clock. This is the lippy liner, which feels quite nice. I've only had one of these before. I do like these. They're creamy, they're nice, good pigmentation. I had this on all day yesterday. I'm wearing all 3 of these products, by the way. It stayed on through lunch. After lunch, I kind of had that thing around the middle of my lips where it wore off, but overall it stayed on pretty well. The primer is colorless, but it comes in the Lippy Sticks packaging. I think the idea is that it's supposed to smooth out your lips. I'm not going to swatch that because it's clear. and maybe keep your lipstick within the lines a bit better if you have problems with your lipstick bleeding. I don't typically have that, but I did use the primer today. It smells nice, it feels nice. I put the liner over that, and then I added the lippy sticks in Aftershock, which is this one right here, which is a pretty, looks like kind of a pretty medium pink, but with the liner and the lippy sticks together, it's quite a rose. It's a deeper color than I thought. I like this. That's my kind of color. And so the primer is existing. This lippy sticks in Aftershock is existing, and the lip liner in Shot Clock. All three of these products from the XO bundle are existing. And this was the weirdest price of all the things. This was $10.35. I have no idea why. Seems weird that that would be the price, but $10.35 for those three products, all of them are existing. So for me, these colors are pretty much in my shade range. I've not tried the lip primer before, and I don't think I've purchased a coordinating lip liner and lip color from Colourpop, so for me, it was interesting to try all three of those together, and I do like them. Next, we're on to cheeks, which is the ILYSM. I love you so much. Little bundle here. It has two colors, so it's two Super Shock shadows. I did want to show you the packaging on this because I like what they did. It's like a little sleeve, and then the two Super Shocks are within another cardboard package here. Just kind of nice packaging. There are two Super Shocks in here. So one is, I'm going to say, more of a blush, and one is more of a highlighter, at least for me. I do have both of these on. As I said, I'm wearing all of this stuff. So this is Prenup. This is the Super Shock Cheek in Prenup. This is an existing color, but I do think this is limited edition packaging. And I was happy to order this because Prenup is one of the colors I have long wanted from Colourpop, and every time there's a sale, I go to order it and it's out of stock. So I was like, all right, well, this is a good way for me to get Prenup. I think it's a great color, and it is. I think it's a really pretty color. I don't know if you've used the Super Shock Cheeks before. For me, they're super easy. I just kind of run my finger over it, tap it on my cheeks. They blend in really easily. I'll throw another layer on there just so you can see it. So that is Prenup, which I think is a gorgeous color. I think it was a great fit for this collection, even though it's existing, and of course I'd rather have a limited edition color. It's a color that I will probably use up, because the Super Shock stuff I really like. The other color is more of a highlighter and is called Forget Me Not, again in what I'm considering limited edition packaging for this collection. And this looks like this. So you can see that's a pink with shimmer, and I do have it on today, as I said. You can see it's pretty glowy. I did not put much of this on. And the interesting thing was that I don't think I would have chosen this color, even though I like pinks. I would have thought, that's too much for a highlight, like it'd be too deep on me or whatever. It's not. I actually really like it. I wore it all day yesterday, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this highlighter today. It's nice. So this is what it looks like. Same formula as the other cheek. It's just called the Super Shock Cheek. And there's a swatch of Forget Me Not. And as I mentioned, Prenup is existing. You can just go to Colourpop if it's in stock and get that. Forget Me Not, I did not find on the Colourpop website, but from what I can tell, it is re-promoted. It looks like it used to exist and then it went away, and now, at least in this limited set, it is back. I love this. I really like this highlighter. I knew I would like Prenup, but I'm thrilled to finally have it. And Forget Me Not is very, very pretty. I really like the combination in particular. I just think it's really, really beautiful. So I like that set very much. And that was $14 for the two Super Shock Cheeks in this collection. The ILYSM is the name of that. So we've seen the lips, we've seen the liner and the mascara, we've seen the cheeks, but what you really want is the eyeshadow palette. Let's just be honest, that's what we all love. It's called the URAQT eyeshadow palette. This is the packaging, this is the back, and there are two colors. Is it that one? Yeah. Two colors listed with an asterisk, which means it's an eye safety warning, not intended for use in the immediate eye area. I've looked at those as carefully as a person who doesn't know anything about why those warnings are there. I'm not seeing any chunky glitter. My suspicion is it's because of the dyes that are used in those two colors, because there are specific red, pink-leaning dyes that can irritate the skin or can stain the skin. And in the US, those are not approved by the FDA for use near the eye area. In Europe, they are approved. So it's kind of one of those things. I do not have a problem using those kinds of shadows with those particular dyes, but I think it's wise with any eye safety warning to test it maybe on your wrist or something for a bit before you put it on your eyes to see if it stains or certainly if it irritates you, because that's no good. We don't want that, right? Here's the front of the palette, which basically looks like the box. URAQT. All the names seem to reflect like what you'd find on a candy heart, right? And that's true of these colors as well. Here's the palette, all the colors with the names. I have not found these colors anywhere on the Colourpop website. I'm not familiar with any of these colors or the names. I believe these colors in the palette are new. Please feel free to correct me, because I don't know anyone who can keep track of every single Colourpop color in their history. But I have not found these anywhere else, and mainly because of the names. The names all fit that same theme, like too hot for you. They all seem like little things you'd read on a candy heart. So there is the palette. The two with the eye safety warnings are this one, which is Angel Face and does have teeny tiny micro glitters. It's more of the sequin shade, like a matte with glitter. And then Heart Eyes also has that safety warning again. My best guess would be that those are based on the dyes. And I used both of them on my eyes. I'm not noticing a problem. So there are the colors. Of course, we're going to swatch those. Who do you think I am? I know you're here for swatches. And this one, by the way, which is Love Me, L-U-V, me, is a Super Shock shadow, of which I'm also a fan. So Too Hot For You, Love Me, Angel Face. This is one with the warning, as I said. And then With Love, L-U-V, Love. There's what the colors look like in that first row. I'm just going to leave the swatches from the other products on there so you can kind of see how everything goes together. There's the Super Shock that I'm doing right now. This is the one with the eye safety warning. And this color that I'm swatching right now, I used this yesterday in my look, and that color really surprised me because I thought in the pan it looked just kind of neutral beige, but it's got a lot more pink than I anticipated, and I actually really love it. That's one of those that I'm like, oh, I wish this was a single shadow. I really, really like that color. So those are the first 4 shades in the URAQT palette. This is a 12-pan palette, which I did not mention, and this was $16. $16 for this, and as I said, as far as I can tell, these are all new shades. So this is So Fine, Kiss Me, which has some glitter in it, Lover, and Love Note. Love Note is a lavender. I wanted to point this one out, this Kiss Me. It's a duochrome that flips from like a purple to a blue. And it's interesting. I want to see how it comes off in the swatch. So it's this one right here. Because it looks beautiful in the pan. It looks deep in the pan, but when I put it on my eyes, there it is right there. It wasn't quite as deep, and I didn't think the duochrome showed up quite as I would have anticipated. And there are the other two. So there are those. This is, as I said, the duochrome one. Can you see that on my eyes? Can you see the shift to blue? I could mostly on the center of my eye in the light. But as I said, it took more building than I expected it to, or that I would have preferred. You know, you just want to like swipe it across and you've got a gorgeous duochrome, right? But it doesn't always happen. And the final row, we have First Date Candy Graham, which is a shimmer. It's not really a glitter, it's a shimmer, I'd say. Cutie Pie, which is a bit of a duochrome as well, kind of a pink with a slight blue flip. And then Heart Eyes, as I said, is the other one with the eye safety warning. So there are those in the bottom row. So we go more purple as we get toward the bottom row. Start out kind of nude and pink and then go more purple. And there's the last one. So there you go. Those are all the swatches from the, as I'm calling it, the URAQT collection, but the palette itself is actually titled URAQT. So on my eyes today, I've done 2 looks. I did a look yesterday. I'll insert a picture if I can grab one. That was more of a pink look. Today's a bit more of the purple. And as I said, I used that duochrome. So on my eyes today, I went in with Love Note as my kind of transition color. This is a light lavender. I went in kind of in the crease and down onto the outer part of my lid with that. Then I tried Kiss Me. I thought this would show up a bit more of the deeper bluer purple, and I kind of dragged that all the way from the corner to about across 2/3 of my lid, we'll say. I put the Super Shock kind of in the inner corner and pulled that out a bit. I blended this line out with Angel Face and then put some of this right up by the brow. So that's what I've got on today, along with the Charmer gel liner and the BFF mascara in Plum and Get It. So this is the whole look, which you've been seeing through the whole video. Nothing you haven't already seen, but I'll give you a closer look. Move my hair maybe. So what do I think of the collection? I think it's adorable for Valentine's Day. I like all the packaging. I think for me, definitely the palette is the big win. It was $16. It's 12-pan palette. Those colors are so much my kind of colors that I will use that a lot. I was pleased to see there was a Super Shock in there. I was also pleased to see there was not a pressed glitter in there. So I really like the palette. I would love it if the one shade, as I said, that duochrome had been a little more intense and flipped blue a little bit more. That's kind of a minor thing. I love the cheeks. I absolutely love the cheeks. Prenup, I knew it was going to be a great color. I think I'm glad that's a permanent color in Colourpop's range. And Forget Me Not, I think, is a beautiful highlight. I don't know if it will be available in any other way, so if you really like that, you might want to get this set. The lips, they're fine. I don't think it's anything wildly out of the ordinary. If you want to try those 3 products for $10 or whatever, I think that's good. And the big not winner for me was the mascara and the creme gel liner. That was $18 for that set, and I wasn't overly impressed with the mascara, and the liner broke. So those are my impressions of the set. I hope that was helpful because I know it's always tricky when there's new colors, and are they different, or are they new, or are they re-promoted, especially from a brand that has so many releases like Colourpop. So like I said, I hope that was helpful. That's my only purpose here. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon.